Well, good morning. I'm enjoying a cup of coffee this morning from Equal Exchange. Black Silk Espresso. It's quite good. Today's devotional is written by Tony Robinson, and it's entitled The Hard Stuff. And it's based on a couple of verses out of the Gospel of Luke, chapter 18, verses 32 through 34. For he will be handed over to the Gentiles, and he will be mocked and insulted and spat upon. After they have flogged him, they will kill him, and on the third day he will rise again. But they understand nothing about these things. And Tony writes, just as we are now nearing the end of our Lenten journey, so in this passage, Jesus and the disciples were near the end of the journey to Jerusalem and all that would happen there. Just as our churches are publishing their list of all the now adapted Holy Week and Easter services soon to come, so Jesus listed the events that lay ahead. And the disciples, par for the course, didn't get it. They didn't understand. They didn't want to hear about the mocking, the insults, the flogging, the death. It's easy to stand in judgment on the disciples, foolish, faithless disciples, so unwilling to walk the lonesome valley with the Lord. But before we chastise the 12, take a moment and look at the attendance numbers for the two services at your church last year. First, Good Friday, or in our case, Maundy, Thursday, and then Easter. We're not a lot more interested in the hard stuff than they were, are we? Suppose that's human nature. Yet still, the hard stuff happens. Fortunately, it is the nature of our God to go straight into and through the hardest stuff, so that when we do get there, we know we're not alone. Only a suffering God can help, Dietrich Bonhoeffer reminded us. And Tony's prayer. We don't really understand either, Lord. We don't grasp it all or comprehend it all. So help us to understand differently, simply to stand beneath, to stand under the mystery of the cross. Amen. Well, Nadia Boltz-Weber posted a short video sermon for these fearful times and talked a little bit about fear. And one of the things that she said that struck me is that belief in God and our faith doesn't mean that God's going to prevent the bad stuff from happening. It still does. And she said, the opposite of fear is not bravery, but love. And so as we go through this coronavirus, through the isolation, through the sickness, through the loss of people we know and love and care for, bad stuff is going to be happening. And we're probably going to be afraid. And that's okay. Just keep in mind that you are still loved, that God loves you, that we love you. And hopefully that love can help you overcome the fear and feel connected. I hope you have a blessed day, a wonderful day. See you later.